Hello everyone, this is Thelma, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, Fatima College. In this video, you will be learning about UZI fly infestation in silkworms. One of the major problems faced by the sericulture farmers is the UZI fly infestation. The scientific name of UZI fly is Exorista bombycis, and this is an endoparasitoid. That is, it lives inside the body of another animal and finally it will lead to the death of that organisms. Here this endoparasitoid UZI fly, it lives inside the delicate silkworms and it also causes about 15 to 20% of cross lob annually. And this UZI fly, it belongs to the family Tachinidae. The silkworm larvae infested up to the early 5th instar, it die before they reach the spinning stage. If infestation takes place in the late 5th instar, the mature maggot comes out by piercing the cocoons, rendering them unfit for mass reeling. The UZI fly is a holometabolous insect. As it passes through different stages of life cycle such as egg, maggots, pupa and then adult. A single mated female, it lays about 300 to 1000 eggs over a period of 9 to 25 days depending upon the seasons. Once hatched, the maggot penetrates into the body of the silkworm and it starts feeding on the various tissues of the silkworm body, and the host larva dies by the time the maggots are mature to escape out from the host body. The transmission of UZI fly happens when the female UZI fly oviposits the eggs singly on the intersegmental membrane or among the bristles of the body surface of the 3rd or 4th or the 5th instar larvae. Following 2 to 3 days of oviposition, the fusiform legless maggot penetrates into the host body by making a hole on the cuticle. It forms a conical tube-like chamber wherein it resides inside that, and also it grows by taking nearby fat tissues of the host and also respiring aerobically. Later it leaves the chamber and starts to take internal tissues of the host and respire anaerobically. After 3rd maggot stage, the fully grown maggot comes out of the host body and pupates in the nearby soil or crevices or cracks. The silkworms infected with UZI fly can be identified by the following symptoms. The first thing is that they show black spots on their body at the surface of the place of maggot entry, and also there is weight loss due to continuous loss of fat bodies and other tissues, and finally the larvae, they stop feeding and eventually it leads to the death of the organism. The UZI fly infestation, it can be prevented or it can be controlled by the following measures. First one is prevention of UZI fly entry into the rearing room. So this can be done by the use of UZI net. The UZI net is nothing but a nylon net of fine mesh, and this can be used all around the rearing shelf stand and also on the windows of the rearing room. Or flyleaf paper which is coated with Vaseline or insecticide on window can also be used to trap the flies. And the next control measure is the destruction of UZI eggs. So there is a formulation developed by CSR and ITI Mysore, which is called as UZI-cide, or Vijeta, which is formulated by CSR TI Berhampur, and this can be used on the rearing trays that kills the UZI eggs without affecting the silkworm growth. Besides this, bleaching powder can also be used to deter UZI fly from egg laying. The UZI fly population can also be reduced by releasing radiation exposed sterile fly in the field. So this would produce less viable eggs following mating with normal or other such fly. Apart from this, chemosterilants like 10% dimilin can also be applied topically on the UZI fly larvae. This reduces the number of eggs laid by the adult flies. And biological control options include the release of natural predators like spiders in the field, and also some hymenopteral pupal parasites of the UZI fly like Nesolix thymus, Dirinus himalayanus, Spilomicrus karnatakense can also be released in the UZI affected area. So these predators, they pupate inside the UZI puparia and kill it while the adult parasites emerge. As we all know, prevention is always better than cure. To prevent UZI larvae to complete metamorphosis, the UZI larvae pupae found in the rearing room should be collected and killed by putting them in hot water. All the cracks and crevices in the room should be sealed properly and they must be periodically checked for pupation of the parasitic fly. Besides transportation of larvae, cocoon of silk moth from UZI infested area should be avoided. Hope this content was useful to you. Thank you.